Hi everyone, if you're tuning in right now, this video is no longer live. Just letting you know. Till people pop on, I'll wait a few minutes. This video is about WATERSLIDE, which is a technique used to add decals to tumblers and a variety of other items. So I'm going to tell you what I know about it. So I'm going to go and see if I can put myself up on my screen here. I can see your questions. Perfect. So hi, whoever's joining me. I'm gonna see if I can find the list of names. Oh, I'll just wait. Oh, I think I can press there. No. I'll just wait a bit. Oh! Hi Jennifer, hi Victoria, hi Michelle. Hi Tammy. Oh, I can see it now. Okay, awesome. Hi guys, hi Amanda, hi Teresa. Yeah, it's Teresa. I'll just wait till a few more people pop in and I'll get started. So I had posted earlier that I was going to make a tutorial on WATERSLIDE. I've been hoping to do this for a while now, but all these things have to align, and I wanted to be able to show you guys a variety of different things instead of just one cup or one thing at one time. So now I've got like a whole bunch of things that I can show you. So that's what it's going to be basically, is what I know about WATERSLIDE. A lot of this I've learned from other people, so it's not something that I've created myself or learned myself or did myself. So, but I'm going to tell you guys all what I know and how I do things. If anybody has anything that they want to jump in and tell people about, or you have tips or tricks of your own, like, feel free to jump in. I'd be more than happy to learn from you and for everybody to learn from you too if you have anything that you can contribute. That's always fun. So, I'm gonna wait. Essentially I have, just getting some paintbrushes ready here. A few projects. Move this away. All right, my cups are behind me. Everybody, can everybody hear me okay? If you can you just give me like a thumbs up so I know you can hear? Oh, awesome. Thank you. Perfect. I'll just wait. There's a few people that wanted to join, and I'm just going to wait until they get on. This is a cup made by Diane, by the way, that she sent me. Look how gorgeous this is. Like, hello. I use this almost every day. Like, it's phenomenal. And this, by the way, is WATERSLIDE too. So she's a pro. Diane Meeker. She's a moderator for the Cup Tristas as well. Yeah, she's amazing. Do you guys see what's under here? I don't know if you guys can read that. Is that upside down for you? It says Soul Sisters, just in case you guys can't read it. Yeah, she's awesome. I'm waiting for her to get on, so I'm hoping that she joins us. I know that they're having issues with weather down there, so hopefully she joins us. So, I guess I'm gonna start slowly. So, I'm gonna introduce, I guess, the different kinds of water slides that I've used and what I've purchased in the past. So my very first purchase of water slide was on Amazon. Because that's where people were talking about it. I was like, oh, what's that? Okay, I'll go buy it. And I had no idea. I didn't use it for the longest time because I didn't really know what to do with it. So this is the kind that I had purchased on Amazon. It's been great. I've no complaints. I've ordered it once again. And then I found out that the Cuptistristas has a discount code with Blingasm. So they're another, and they have a coupon code, which is cool. So I think the price is pretty comparable. Blingasm, that's the company there. I think everything is upside down. I wonder how I can turn that around. This didn't happen to me before, so something's up. I'll have to figure that out. Essentially, there are, oh, hi, Stephanie! Essentially, there are 2 different types of water slides, but kind of 4. There's the clear and there's the white, but you can have clear for either inkjet printers or laser, and you can have white for inkjet printers and white for laser. So I actually bought my clear from Amazon, was always, well, the clear for inkjet. And the last time I bought from Blingasm, I bought the white, and I bought it in laser, and I bought it in inkjet. So we have an inkjet printer at home, but my work has a laser printer. And I kind of thought, hey, it's a big, expensive laser printer. Won't hurt to just print a page once in a while, you know, of laser printed paper, I guess, or water slide. So anyway, so I've been doing that, but you know, that's just between us. So I want to order the clear next time, actually, so that I can print on laser as well. I mean, is there a difference? Let's see. I don't know. My son has so I use my son's printer because I don't have a printer, and I figure I don't have space, so I just use his. It's a network one. I don't think that there's much of a difference, to be quite honest. I'm going to bring this down so you guys can see. But it depends what the quality of your printer is, right? So here's, just really quickly, this here is white water slide on laser, printed at work. And this is clear, printed at home. So, and we'll see later, sort of when I start to work with them, you know, if there is a major difference, but I haven't seen anything, to be quite honest. So it's all your personal preference. People often ask, what printer do you use? I really don't think it matters as long as your printer is decent. It doesn't have to be best quality. It doesn't, as long as it's decent, it prints nicely. If you can print a nice piece of regular paper in color, you should be able to print on water slide. It shouldn't be a problem. But if you don't have enough ink, or you find that your pictures just generally, if you're just printing anything and it's not nice quality, well, obviously your water slide probably isn't going to end up looking very nice. But I know that my son's printer is not like a super expensive one. It's an HP 8600 or something like that. And it's so far so good. I've liked the quality of everything that's printed out, so I've got nothing to complain about. Once you've printed on the clear or on the shiny side of your water slide, then comes the next steps. So you have to seal it. So basically WATERSLIDE is kind of like a very, very thin film. It's either clear or white. So just to give you a difference, an idea of the difference. So if you print or if you use the clear WATERSLIDE, the ink will be on it, but it will show the color on the back, and it will, what I really like about it actually is that if you're putting it on glitter, it will have the glitter in the background. But you can't use clear on colored glitter, like especially dark colored glitter, because it just won't show up. It's best used on light colors or white. White is like amazing. If you use it on white, it's you know. Oh, I have a question. I hear you don't have to seal the WATERSLIDE if you print using a laser printer. The instructions didn't say that, to be quite honest. Now, there weren't any instructions that were provided, as far as I know. This laser right here. That's a very good question. I sealed it today, so if I didn't have to, that might be a problem, but as far as I know, no, you do have to. Yeah, so the instructions, this is the white. It does say, apply 3 coats of acrylic spray over the decal. And I'll explain to you how I do it. But yeah, no, I think you do. Because this came with the laser one. Huh. No sealer for laser. Huh. Well, I sealed mine. I sealed mine before too. Interesting. Huh. I'm going to have to try it without, but I had no idea, seriously. And I sealed, like I've done many, many projects, and I've sealed them with the laser. No, not many. I'd say 2 sheets maybe that I've done. Interesting. These instructions didn't say anything otherwise. Well, see, there you go. You guys have taught me something. Well, this is laser, by the way. So we'll see how that comes out. And I did seal it. I sealed it the exact same way. So, okay. We'll see what happens. Do you guys know if there's any harm in sealing it? Like, does it make a difference? Interesting to know. I'm just gonna check something. Hi, Ashley! Would imagine it wouldn't hurt it, I guess. I'm gonna just compare something, because this is the white inkjet. No, this is the white to laser. Just gonna see how the thickness. See if I can tell something just by looking at them. Okay, so you can't. Maybe, yeah, you're right. This one, the laser one, seems to be a bit thicker. Interesting. Well, I sealed it, guys, so we'll see what happens. Aww. I want to come to your house too, Ashley. I want to roll in glitter. If he's okay with that, then I'm in. Ask him, Sawyer. Oh, I love Ashley's glitter, guys. It's like, oh, to die for. Anyway, yeah, so this is going to be interesting. But I also sealed my clear, so we know we're good on that. And we'll see what happens next. So, by the way, people wanted to know print and cut. Normally I would have already cut these because I wanted to just show you guys how to apply and answer questions, but I know people had questions about print and cut. I think the biggest trick, and I think what people might be confused about or don't know how to do, what I've been doing with print and cut is, or the important thing is, if you're going to use print and cut for WATERSLIDE, you want to make sure you save your project as is. So if you have like images that you want to print, and always find extra images that you want to throw in there because you don't want to waste your paper. if you save it, then you can open it later to cut it. So, because that's, sometimes I'll print things and then I'll seal it, or I won't seal it and I'll wait a while. As long as all your images are there, when you open it up again and you go to cut, your images should be in the right place and you should be able to do print and cut very easily. So that's what I did with these guys. I did this like weeks ago, as I found these images before I went on vacation for a customer. She wants a few of these to put on a cup. And then today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in there and cut them. So, okay, so I'll tell you what I did first to seal them, even the one that maybe I shouldn't have sealed, but I sealed them both at the same time. My laser printed white and my inkjet printed clear. This is what I do because, and this whole story, by the way, about that post about my husband. So, he was going to the US to pick up packages for me because we have a US address for packages, and sometimes I can't go, and I need stuff for a certain, like, you know, by a certain time, and he gets Wednesday afternoons off, basically. He's off at like 2, so sometimes I'll send him to the US to pick up packages. And I told him, I said, can you pick up Plasti Dip, clear Plasti Dip? Now I have Plasti Dip. I think I have 2 different colors. I know I have white for sure, which I've used before as a base, because somebody said that it was good for a base for, I don't know if it was inks or acrylics, I can't remember, it was a while ago. So I'd bought it. It's fine, it works fine, but it's rubbery. It's like, it's not regular spray paint, it's like a rubbery spray paint. So then I saw somebody else do a tutorial on, she did a full wrap actually, a 20-ounce full wrap, but I don't think it was a 20-ounce with a curve. I think it was a straight one if I remember correctly. And she used clear Plasti Dip. So I asked my husband to go get some clear Plasti Dip, and then he gets home and he brings me back this stuff called Glossifier. Again, this is, I think it's upside down. I see it as upside down. I don't know. Sorry guys, I don't know how to turn this around. Ashley, help! How do you turn this around? I think I've seen you do it before, I just don't know how. Yes, I got some highlights and I... Oh! One sec. Hey, come on. Sorry guys, I banged. No, go see Daddy. Go see Daddy. Hold on guys, I'm just gonna bring them. Go see Daddy. Oh my God, what a ruckus. Okay, so I banged this on the desk and they thought somebody was at the door. This is my life. My dogs, yes. I have 3 small dogs. So yeah, anyway. So my husband bought this stuff called Glossifier, which is Plasti Dip, but I had no idea. Dogs are looking for my dogs do the same thing. So I had no idea what this was. I was like, but this is not what she showed us. Like, what she had shown in the video was Plasti Dip clear and versus Plasti Dip white or black. I think they have a few colors anyway. So I was like, what did you get me? Why? I said clear. Anyway, so I thought, okay, I'll try it and I'll see what happens. It might be, like, I kind of did some Googling and I was like, I can't see what the difference is. I have no idea. It's apparently for cars or tires for cars. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just try it. And then I tried it the very first time and I was like, how awesome is this? So I fell in love with it because my water slide was totally not ripping and I could work with it. Nope, stop it. You go see Daddy. Anyway, so this works the same thing as the regular clear gloss or clear Plasti Dip. So yeah, so that was the whole thing. Now, this is the way that I use it. I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat, so I don't like to use things that I'm not kind of familiar with. And I knew she had used a few different sprays, and I thought, okay, I know what works for me, and I know what kind of is iffy sometimes, and I know I've made mistakes before, and I'll show you one of those. I don't know if you guys can see this. They're still barking. Can you hear that? Okay, this is one that I had done. Do you guys see the around here? How it's like yellowing, like there's a bit of yellowing around it. So essentially, it ran. So I think it's because my first coat, I put like a really thick coat, and I don't think you should do that. Well, in my experience, you shouldn't anyway. So what I do, and on top of that, I didn't want to put this on top just in case it didn't adhere for some reason or whatever. So what I've been doing is I've been putting just regular clear spray. You can use this one or the other one that people use. It's really popular. The, not Rust-Oleum, but the other brand. It's called, geez, where's my brain? What's the other one? I have a ton of spray paints by them. Hold on a sec. And they're all turned the other way. Anyway, it's the other brand that people use. They either use Rust-Oleum or the other brand. Krylon, that's it. Thank you, Stephanie. Krylon. So I use a thin coat of this. Some people use triple thick too. If you've used triple thick on WATERSLIDE before and it works, fantastic. So I put a very thin coat of this because I don't want running. Like what happened here. I went gung-ho and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cut some corners. No, I don't know. For me, it didn't work anyway. So I put a thin coat of this, and then I put, if I put like a way thin coat, because I'm like really concerned, I'll put another thin coat before I start loading on this. So I'll put 2-3 coats of this and pretty thick coats of it. And then I will continue, I will stop, like my final coat will be this again. So a clear coat. The only reason being is that sometimes certain sealants will react to epoxy, and the epoxy might not adhere in those areas. So, you know, I figured in order to avoid that, I know this works because I've used it before. So yeah, Mod Podge Clear Sealer works too. There's a bunch of stuff. Hi, Sonia. That works. So no, I use, by the way, everything that I use is spray. Some people do use paint, or not paint, but the stuff that you brush on. If it works, that's fine. The difference, or what I think makes this different, is that this is like a rubber spray. That's why it's like when I painted tumblers with the white before, like when you go to take the edges off, or, you know, cut off the edge or whatever of the spray, it's rubbery. So that's why the clear spray is really good with WATERSLIDE, because it makes it a little bit more kind of stretchy, which is kind of cool. Because then, like well, you can stretch it a little bit more, and it lays a little bit better, in my experience, since I started using it. I've also, because when I went to buy this at the Lowe's in the US, they said that they were getting rid of the Plasti Dip brand and they were coming out with the Flex Seal stuff. So I did buy this. I haven't used it yet, but it's the same concept as Plasti Dip. So if you guys can't find Plasti Dip, I'm pretty sure this would work. Again, though, I would probably use the clear spray before and after, just in case there's something weird in it that will either make your project run if you put it on as a first coat, or it'll react with the epoxy on your last coat. So that's just what I've been using, and I've had really good success, so I can't complain. So yeah, so I put 1 or 2 thin coats first, because I had that issue with the running. I don't think you need to put 2 coats, but that kind of scared me. And then I used the 2 or 3 heavy coats of the Plasti Dip, and then a coat on top of the clear spray. And that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out right now on my Cricut. Again, this is a project that I had saved for a couple weeks now. and I had these images in there. I literally, like, if you have these images, you have to have 3 of these, one of these, one of these, one of these kind of thing, and you save it as it is. And then the next time you go to cut it, it's going to be the same thing. If you don't do that, like say you, I don't know, you have 1, 2, 3, and then you save it and you only have those 3 images, if you don't add these 2 other guys exactly the same size kind of thing, your images will be different in different areas, or you try to add something else, then it's not gonna work. Like you won't have the same display, like the same distribution of your images. So my cut setting for these, just in case you guys want to know, is medium cardstock. Once they're sealed, I use medium cardstock. I only cut the white on my Cricut. I don't bother cutting the clear. You don't have to, because the clear, the background will, once you put the epoxy on, the background will, or you won't see the edges once you put the epoxy. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna pop this in there just to cut them so that I can come back and show you guys. Everything's ready, so it should be easy. All right, so now it's cutting. I'll show you guys what it looks like on my design space if you guys want to see, because I do have it up here too. I'm just gonna pop it up and just to give you guys an idea. There it is. Just take, there's 2 images I have to take out. Yeah, you can cut the clear. You can absolutely cut the clear. Are you guys frozen? Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you guys are still on? I wonder if like there's too much stuff going on. Okay, so you're still on. Okay, perfect. Sorry if some of you are frozen. Sorry about that. I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay, so here I'll show you guys what it looks like on my design space real quick. Oops. I want to keep it in my holder here. A second. Oopsies. That's going to be where I'll do the water slide. I'm just going to look at the screen so I know where you guys are. Pointing to here. Oh wait, that's not going to work. Can't see both at the same time. Oh no. Okay. That might not work. Give me 1 sec. I'll put it up on my other screen here. And see if I can show you guys. It stopped, by the way, so awesome. It is done cutting. I got this new little stand today. Oh, that might not work. Sorry guys, I don't think it's gonna work, but maybe what I'll do is I'll put a picture of it afterwards, of what the image looked like on my screen. I'll post it in a bit afterwards in the comments there. Okay, so now it's cut. I'll bring that back. Okay, so here you go. This is I just took out the outer area, so this is what's left. Okay, so, oh, that's a big one. Actually, when do you use white versus when you use clear? I'll go over that again. So if you think about it, any time that you want to use, for example, printable vinyl, you could use WATERSLIDE instead. I like WATERSLIDE better. I used to be like, oh, printable vinyls, yay, you know. But ever since I started using white WATERSLIDE, it's so much better. I find it it goes better on the cup. I have difficulty with vinyl as opposed to WATERSLIDE, so I prefer it a lot to printable vinyl. So anytime that you would use, say, printable vinyl, you would use white WATERSLIDE. You don't want the background to show, or your background is dark, you want the white. But the one thing you have to remember is anything that you haven't printed on, like this white, will be white. So any parts that are white will stay white. You know, the areas around here. And that's the other thing too, if you want to print white, you obviously can't print white. So if your image has white in it, you won't be able to print it on clear. So that's kind of the difference. Like watercolor images are amazing on WATERSLIDE because they're usually, well, they're watercolor, right? So a lot of things like this are good to print out on the clear. And again, your background color will show. But it's kind of cool because if you have glitter, your glitter will show, so your image will be sparkly. So anyway, that's what I like about clear. Okay, so now that I've got these guys, I'm gonna take a couple of them off and just show you guys how I apply it. There's a lot of different ways to apply it. I learned recently from Ashley to use a paintbrush, which I thought was really cool. Oh, not frozen, I hope. I'm gonna turn this thing off. Okay, one of my computers was frozen. So Ashley uses a paintbrush to apply hers, which is cool, but you can use a napkin, like a paper towel, you can use anything. Okay, so this is now cold. Normally you want warm water. I put hot water in this, but now it's cold. So give me 2 seconds and I'll put a bit of hot water in there and I'll be right back. Sorry, I used to think that didn't matter cold or hot, but then or not hot, I shouldn't say hot. So when you put your finger in it, it should be a little bit warmer than lukewarm. So it should be, you know, like warm to the touch, I guess. I just find that it goes on smoother. Who knows? Anyways, I did it cold forever, and then I just learned that little trick, and I find it works a little bit better. So anything to make my life easier, yay. Okay. So I have a couple of images that I'm going to put on. I'll show you guys clear, and I'll show you guys the white. So you'll see the difference, I guess, on a cup. Okay, so this is the one cup I'm going to be putting Hello Kitty on. This is not my idea of something that I would normally do. I think, Stephanie, I told you the backstory about this. Maybe Ashley knows too. I have a customer who makes me put really, I don't want to say crazy, but kind of crazy things. This is going on one side. And this is going on the other side. Okay? on a teal and purple cup. Not necessarily what I would choose to do. Tried to convince to go a different route. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. So you gotta do what you've been asked to do. So, yeah. I will do what she asked. If it makes her happy, wonderful. Okay. So, anyways, I wasn't sure what sizes and stuff, but I'm sure she'll be happy. I mean, it is what it is, right? So Hello Kitty's gonna go there, and customer's always right. That's right. All right, so let me show you how I do this. I'll bring this down like this. I think that'll work. I'll move my stuff. See here. Let's see what that does. Okay, sorry, there's a bit of a delay because I'm watching on another screen because I can't see up here. Okay, no, that's not gonna work very well for you guys. So I'm gonna go like that, maybe. Put that like that. And do this. Does this work? Okay, I can probably do this. This is even better for me. Okay, I think this is gonna work, guys. Is it? Is it? Is it? Sorry. Oops, I haven't got the angle yet of this like little stand thingy that I've got, but okay. So essentially what I do is I dip this in the water. So I've turned it around again, right? Yeah, okay, so you guys can see. As long as your area is nice and smooth. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, if you, oh, so she's starting to peel off. So if you guys are using, sorry, if you guys are sanding your tumblers for whatever reason, if you're using white, it's fine, not an issue. If you're using a clear water slide, you don't want to sand and then put your clear water slide on. There's two things that you can do. So if you're going to go ahead and sand for whatever reason before you put your water slide, you can spray paint after you've sanded to bring back the shine, or another coat of epoxy, which is not always useful, but anyways. So what I've done, like I said, is if I had to sand, I've done the whole spray paint before to bring back the shine, because it will be dull if you use clear. Not if you use white, but it will be dull if you use clear. So this is the way I wet my tumbler a little bit, and then I wet my my water slide, obviously, and when it starts to peel off or come off the backing, like that was easy, right? Then I just go ahead, so I have another paintbrush here, I just go ahead and slide it off, and then I just smooth it out. So this went on fairly well. So far so good. I'm like having a hard time seeing, but see how easy, like it's easy to shift it around, and it's actually not as delicate as you would think, or as I've used a water slide before that's been quite delicate and you can't move around so much, but I'm fairly confident in this one. I can go ahead, move it around, not a problem. Okay, so this looks really good to me already. I'm gonna just grab a napkin. Just blot it down to get all the excess water out. Hello Kitty, you're not looking so bad. Thought it would be much worse. Oh yeah, spray sealer. So any kind of clear spray paint, just enough to get it to shine again. I've done that before too when I've adjusted the bottom of tumblers before, when I've had to spray paint the bottom for whatever, or sorry, sand the bottom. I've used a little bit of clear spray paint to just bring back the shine instead of putting a whole coat of epoxy in. So that's it. So for those of you who've never used it, I mean, that's pretty simple, isn't it? Like, to me, not so bad. I'm wondering which way to bring this so you guys can see properly. Woo. Okay. Oh, this is a, my husband got these cups from work. They had these promotional cups. There was like logos on them. They're called, one of you guys got it, has to know this. They've got really cool lids on them. Hold on. Contigo. So here they've got these lids that go on them, like this. If you can wait, this way? No, am I doing this right? I have like no sense of perspective. It's crazy, but isn't that cool? So yeah, guys, there's like virtually no bubbles or nothing under this. I'm super happy. Yeah, it's really cool because look at, there's this like, I don't know, it pops up or something. There's a lock, and anyways, yeah, these are one of those cups that, or tumblers, I think it's 16 or 20 ounce, and you can like, you know, flip it upside down and yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that's the thing. When you do epoxy and everything, I tape it, right? Like I tape the edge here. I tape all the way to the edge. Sorry, I'm trying to make this so that you guys can see. Maybe if I turn this like this now. This might work. Oh, that was, yeah, so the edge, you guys can see that. There we go. So on the other side we'll go this little happy face, but I'm going to show you guys instead how to do the other one that I have ready for you, which is the clear. So, I'm not sure if I should do this one with one of these flowers on it, or this one with these butterflies, one of these butterflies on it. So I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Both of them are clear, so both of them will have the same effect. The butterflies, right? Okay. Yeah, I love this cup, this purple cup. I'm not sure. I think I might keep it for myself. Oh, I do that a lot. All right. Okay, I'll do the butterfly one. So I've just put it in the water. Then we will wait until it gets a little bit, it kind of starts to pull away from the backing. See, I don't know if you guys saw, but now the water's kind of cool. I find that when the water's warmer, it separates easier. It's taking a little bit more time than it did the last time. The last time it started to pull up like right away, almost. Yeah, these are all glitters from Ashley. So, oh man, I am a very, very bad moderator. Ashley, help! What colors are these? No, this wasn't alive. I did these, this cup a while back. Yeah, the purple glitter, there's two glitters. There's a fine glitter, and then when I put my first coat of epoxy on, I put a chunky that matched. So I'll have to get you guys that and let you know what it was. So I didn't slide this one on the way that I would normally slide. But it's, okay, so this is the thing. This is the other advantage. Okay, this one's ripping a bit in the center because it's like hanging by a thread kind of thing. But I find you don't need to do very much when, okay, so this is the other thing. Yes, it's Britches and Bows glitter, that I can tell you for sure. So I find that, yeah, it does, Stephanie. That's exactly it. It's stiff, and that's why you don't get all these bubbles and all these things. It's like, boom, bam, done. So when I was excited about this spray and my new technique, it wasn't for nothing. I was like, yeah, sweet. This is like how do you know, like painless, easy. Like literally, guys, there's no, like, you guys saw how I slapped that on. I didn't like spend a lot of time. So, you know, I know Stephanie had mentioned that she wanted to see sort of on a curve. Like, you saw how easy this was? Putting this on, it's because of the technique, I think. So I think if you're using a curve or you want to, so, okay, so Donna, you're using the laser jet. Well, the other one that I just did earlier with Hello Kitty was laser, but I sealed it. And you saw how easy that was? So maybe it says you don't need to seal it, but hey, let's just seal it. Anyway, but this is not laser. This one is clear inkjet. So yeah, so that's the advantage of the clear, is that you can see the glitter through the clear. Yeah, so I accidentally did it, Donna. I don't know if you were on earlier, but people are like, you shouldn't have to do, seal your laser, but I just did it because I didn't know you didn't have to. But I find that it worked really well. So the Karis, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. When I only do print and cut on my white, not my clear normally, because your clear you can leave an area around. Mind you, I find with the clear, if the closer you cut to your image, the less chance you have of it, of having issues with your image. Because you know how if you have a large image or a large piece of vinyl, large whatever that you put on your cup, you'll get wrinkles and stuff. I think if you cut, the closer you can cut to the edge, the better it is. But you don't have to cut precisely to the edge when you're using clear. You can, like, here, I'll show you something. Like these guys. I'm just going to wipe this down so I don't get it all wet here. These guys I'm definitely not going to cut using my Cricut, because, well, look at it. I mean, that's almost impossible to be able to cut around precisely. So instead, what I would do is I would try to cut around as, you know, close as possible. So say for this image here, just want to make sure I'm in screen. So I would try to cut as, you know, close as possible, but you don't have to cut precisely. Once you put the epoxy on, your edges should not show. When you're using clear. If you're using white, it will definitely show, because the white is white. It's like printing on white paper. Exactly the same. Clear is like literally you're printing on clear paper. So this is probably what I would do to put on my, now this one is for an actual customer, so I'm not sure if I want to put that image on or not right now. I wasn't sure which one I was gonna pick to put on hers. So I don't want to put it on right now. Well, maybe I should, but I just want to make sure I pick the right one. I don't know how you guys can help me with this, maybe in helping me select it. I think she liked the ones with the feathers or the arrows. I'm trying to decide which one I should put on there with this color. What do you guys think? Yeah, the white I've ordered from Blingasm, but all my clear is from Amazon. I print from Design Space if I'm printing on white because I want to cut precisely around it. But if I'm using, like this one here, this page here, I did it in Word. Ignore this, by the way. This is going to be removed when I cut around it. It had a quote, but I'm going to use another quote. So yeah, so here's the cup. I don't know, not the motorcycle one, because the motorcycle one is for another customer, but out of these four, well, these 5 images, I'm just not sure which one I should. The pink with the feathers, this guy? This one is pretty, I like that one. And thank you, Karis. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's very nice, thank you. Okay, so maybe I should put this one, eh? Yeah. Middle on the left. That would be this one. Middle on the left, this one. They both have feathers, guys, and they both have pink. Oh, but that's a larger pink one. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what the cup. Okay. There. There. Maybe the larger one, eh? Okay, I think I'm going to do the larger one. Ah, you guys, I don't know. Help! Okay, hold on. I'll just cut them all out and maybe we can see better when I've got them all cut out. Then I'll do a yes or no. One sec here. Okie dokie. This was important because I love, yes, Stephanie. I love this customer of mine. She's amazing. She's adorable. And I really want to do a good job for her. I think I'm going to be adding some chunky to this, by the way, but I'll see how I feel once I've got this decal on. I want to make something really nice for her. I don't know if you guys saw my boho cup, the one with the dream catcher. That was for her, and she ordered this one, so she's like, she's totally my style. She's adorable. Anyway. I said that, I think. Okay, so yeah, not that one. I know I don't want that one. So there's this one. This one. So number 1, number 2, and number 3, or not sure how to, what, no, that goes like that. Or number 4. Okay, so this was number 1. I think we've got quite a bit of people liking number 1 here. So it's got that edge, right? I like the one with the purple, number 4. Yeah, I know. Shoot. Okay, so which one was number 4 again? Wait, was this one number 4? Okay, let me try that again. 1 or 4? Oh, actually, sorry, this was, yeah, 4, right? This is WATERSLIDE. This one? This is so hard. Maybe if I do this, and I just have it like with both of them on there. Okay, top or bottom? Oh, I think I like, oh man, I don't know. I think I kind of like this one. It's hard to say. Oh shoot, the comments are, I'm having a hard time with them. Stop scrolling. Hey, come on. Hold on, I'm just gonna try to catch these up. Okay, bottom, eh? Okay, so, oh, another thing too that I wanted to tell you guys. So sometimes you'll see that if your images, I learned this trick recently, somebody posted, if your images are light, too light, so you put it on and you don't like, it's not vibrant enough, people have been putting on the same image twice, so one on top of the other of WaterSlide. I haven't had that issue so far, but, well, it's not true. There's a couple times where I've had, you know, a couple images where I've been like, you know, not sure, because it was a little bit light. Okay, so here, I'm gonna try to get my hand out of the way so you guys can see what happens here. So this is clear, by the way. Anyway, yeah, so people have said that if you print the same image twice, you can get a better, darker image kind of thing. So, in case that happens to you, know that you can salvage it if you think it's not dark enough. Okay, so here you go. It's starting to separate. Now, here. Oh, I didn't wet my cup. Just wet your cup just a tiny little bit, just so that it can move if you need to move it. So here you go. Dum, da, dum, dum. Voila. Okay. That is actually really pretty. Ooh, I like it more than I thought I would. Okay. It's deceiving with the white, right, behind it, but look at that. Yay. Okay, so I gotta say, guys, like, wrinkles, not very many at all already. So I don't have to do very much work to this at all. Like, so I'm just gonna use a paintbrush, just go over and make sure. But you can't even see the edges, see? Like the edges, and on top of that, once you put the epoxy, that's it. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is virtually like, this stuff rocks my socks. Okay. Do you guys see wrinkles that I'm not seeing? No, you don't have to seal before epoxy. You just have to make sure it's dry. It's not moving anymore on your cup, because it's still moving right now. I could still move it easily. See, look at that. Which is another thing too. Yeah, I think, whoops, sorry, the thing, I'll show you guys again what I've used, just in case some of you who've just came on want to know. So, this is clear WaterSlide for this one, for example. I've put 1 or 2 very light coats of just regular spray. Clear spray, and then 2 to 3 heavier coats of Plasti Dip Glossifier, and it's upside down. So yeah, this is Plasti Dip Glossifier, And then another coat of this. The only reason you want this, again, is if you're worried about the epoxy, because sometimes some of the stuff may react with your epoxy, some of the sprays that you use, and then the epoxy won't stick onto it. So you'll have like spots where, you know, your epoxy's not adhered correctly to the top of the image. So you just spray again with a light coat of this, and there you go. So this to me is looking pretty good. I'm going to continue to work it until it's completely dry, but it looks pretty good. I mean, I've seen people work at WaterSlide a lot more than I've just done. And I really do think it's because of the sprays that I use. Like, how easy is that? Pretty, eh? Yes, eh? So, yeah, so you glitter your cup, epoxy, make sure you have a smooth surface, because if it's not smooth, then you might get wrinkles and bumps and stuff like that. So you want a fairly smooth surface. So I put 2 light coats of epoxy on this. It's not super heavy. And then print on your WaterSlide. Spray your WaterSlide paper where you've printed with a couple coats of this, very light coats of this, 1 or 2, and then 2 to 3 heavy coats of this, and then 1 more coat of this. You don't have to cut precisely around it. You can leave space like this if it's clear, not if you're using white. If you're using white and you go and you stick this on right here, the white will show. So if this was printed on white, this is what it would look like, and to me that's not very pretty. Not sure about you, but that's not pretty. And, oh, sorry, did I cover all the cans again? Oh, geez, I'm bad at this. Sorry. This is the spray, the clear, and this is the Plasti Dip. I'll post all of these things, by the way, in the comments after. And yeah, I hope she likes it. I love this girl, like I said. She's a good customer of mine, and she's just amazing, so I want to make sure she's happy. I think she's going to like that. Hi, Diane. Hey, look, Diane, this is my cup for tonight. You missed it. I introduced your cup. This Diane Clark Meeker is on right now. She made me this cup, and like it's like my pride and joy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's just beautiful. She's so talented. Oh my God, if I could use a camera better, you could see it. See, yeah, and this is my photography tumbler. Oh boy. Anyway. So this glitter is Britches and Bows glitter. I've got again, I'll post the names. I'm so bad with names. Yeah, so this is from Ashley Mirrors. And I'll post them. I know that the top is Girl's Best Friend, which is like my favorite white ever. And then the bottom is a special one. She actually had this in a chunky mix, and then I wanted it just as a fine glitter, and she made it just for me. I feel so special. But it's now available for you guys too, so I'm not that special. So yeah, do you guys have any other questions? I'm happy to answer for those of you who came in a little bit later. Anything that you want to know? Yep, after the WaterSlide is dry, you epoxy again, and you should be good to go. And if you like, sometimes when you have vinyl, especially the thicker vinyls, you might want 2 coats, but not with WaterSlide. 1 coat is plenty because it's so thin. But yeah. So I'm still playing with it. I can still feel like little bits of water on the edges. So I'll just kind of gently do this until it's dry. You can, again, you can use a brush for that. Sometimes you can, but you can't see them, which is good because you won't be able to see them once you put the epoxy on either. Like it's just, yeah. Yeah, the photography cup. Look at this talent. How gorgeous is that? Hold on, maybe if I go like this, you guys can, it's because I have liquid in there. I don't want to bend it too much because everything's gonna fall out. So look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh, she's so talented. My name, and underneath it says Soul Sisters. She's awesome. This is Diane's work. And that's WATERSLIDE, right, Diane? The glitter from Ashley, I'm going to send you guys, I'm going to put the links. Bye, Stephanie. Talk to you later. Hi, Stacy. So just to give you an idea, I started this at 5:30, my WATERSLIDE. Like I printed this page, this whole page that I had showed you guys earlier. And by 8 o'clock, I was ready to go. I had put all my coats on. So I had put, again, 1 or 2 coats of this spray, very, very light coats of this with like 5 minutes in between because the first coat was so light, it dried right away. And then 2 or 3 heavy coats of this, 20, 30 minutes between each. And then very light coat of this on top. And that was it. So yeah. Thank you, Tiffany. 2 small bumps on a tumbler. Well, it depends what you mean by 2 small bumps. My rule of thumb, and I don't know, there's a lot of experts out there, and I don't consider myself an expert by any means, but my rule of thumb is if I feel my tumbler like this, and I can feel up to 5 tiny little like blips under my fingers, I'm okay with that. Because you're not going to have a perfectly smooth tumbler every single time. That's almost impossible. Oh, the blue can. It's called Plasti Dip. You can either get, by the way, you can get this Glossifier or you can get clear. They sell it in both. My husband had made a mistake and bought the Glossifier. I thought it wouldn't work, but it does. It's awesome. Print the WATERSLIDE, use the spray, then cut. Yes. You're welcome, Lisa, by the way. Yes, I'll put the WATERSLIDE. Actually, if you look at the Cuptistristas in the banner, it's Blingasm sells it, and there's a coupon code for 10% off, I think. So yes, it seals it, but no, you have to also put epoxy on top if that's what you're asking, Angela. Yeah. Maybe I'll put this up here so you guys can see me and I can say hello and good night. Yeah, so I'll put everything that I've used in the comments. Oh, these you can get at anywhere, like any store, any hardware store. Walmart even has, I'm almost sure has it. Which cup? The photography cup, Evelyn? If you're talking about the photography cup, it says, when life gets blurry, adjust your focus. Awesome. That's like perfect for me. Jen, it is easy, I'm telling you. Like, well, I mean, I don't like difficult and I don't like complicated, so. Yes, it seals with the 2 times clear, yes. Oh, hi, Donna. Nice to see you. You're welcome, guys. Oh, there you go. Yes, actually, my husband bought this at Walmart. Now I remember. It's like $5 or something like that. It's crazy. Oh, I measure everything with my tape. I keep this around my neck when I'm in my craft room the entire time because I'm always measuring stuff. Yeah, it's kind of, I'm a geek. Diane, I love your, I don't have an accent, says the Canadian. I know. The blue can, so the thing is a lot of people used to just use clear spray, which I used to use in the beginning, and then I would painstakingly put the WATERSLIDE on and it would rip and it would, you know, but this stuff, it's like rubber. It's like plastic, like, or, you know, so it doesn't tear, it goes on much smoother. I barely have to do anything to it once I lay it on. It's awesome. I love it. That's what the blue can is for. It wasn't my idea, by the way. I saw somebody else use it, but it was the Plasti Dip Clear. My husband bought the wrong stuff. He bought the Glossifier. And yeah. I have a French-Canadian accent, apparently. And you're welcome, Deborah. You're welcome, Jean. Yeah, the blue can. It's called Plasti Dip. They sell it in clear. They sell this Glossifier, which is clear. And then they sell white, black, I think, and something else. So yeah, it's Plasti Dip brand. It's cool stuff. I love it. My water slide's gotten so much easier. I think I did 3 of them tonight, and it took me no time, and they're nicely adhered. No wrinkles, no bumps, no lumps, no... I don't know if you guys can see that. Look how smooth that is. And this one I literally slapped on. Did you guys see that? How fast that went on? Look at that. You can see with the glare, right? Like it's perfect. Same thing with Hello Kitty. Oh. Hello Kitty. You're welcome, guys. Stacy, which one? Which I don't know which colors are which. I have to figure that out. I forgot. I should have written down all the glitter colors, but I'm going to put them in the description later. Oh, thank you, Jan. WaterSlide, I used my laser printer from work for the white one, the Hello Kitty one, and then the other ones were just an HP printer that we have here. I'd probably say not a cheap brand, but not an expensive one. Sort of maybe in between. Yeah. Hello Kitty's cute. Oh, the butterfly colors? Stacy, I'm not sure. I know that they are, well, the middle is Girl's Best Friend, and the top, I have to go, I should have taken it, it might be Fairest of Them All, but I'm not quite sure. I'll have to check and write it down. So, Jean, very good question. When I first logged on, I said that I had sealed the laser, and people told me you don't have to, but I did it anyway. And it's awesome. Like, I didn't have a hard time at all putting it on, so I'm going to continue to seal it, whether you're supposed to or not supposed to, but I mean, it was so easy. Like, I literally slapped it on. I didn't have to struggle with anything. Okay, so the thing is if you're not going to seal it, I feel like it's going to be flimsier. And if it's going to be flimsier, then you're going to have a harder time with it. So I don't think that sealing is going to hurt it in any case. But apparently you don't have to with laser. But I just had both sheets there, and I just sprayed it because I had no idea that you can apparently just use the laser on its own. And like I said, it was super easy to apply, so I'm going to keep doing what works for me. So I hope that makes sense. Any other questions, guys? If not, I'm going to go. I'm going to definitely post this in the group. I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel as well. So, have a good night. Yeah, Diane, I know I was told that, but I sealed mine and I don't know. It turned out good, so I'll try it unsealed at some point and see if it is different. But this one, it's like I literally slapped it on. I barely touched it afterwards. It just, so yeah. Oh, the butterfly file? I think I found it on Google, but yeah, I'll see if I can find it. It was just a JPEG I think I found on Google. So, yeah. I'll post my channel as well. It's Denada Creations. So, D-E, Nada, N-A-D-A, Creations is my YouTube channel. I haven't posted anything in a while, but I wanted to do this one because I think it would be useful for people, because I have a little bit of everything on there, and yeah. So that's it. Well, have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to be on soon with another tutorial. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you.